This is, of course, a best of 5. As we will have 3 best of 5s today. Byun Classic, Dark versus Gumiho. And then afterwards, the winners, most likely, right? That's how these usually go. I didn't double check if this is again how it goes, but I'm assuming that's how this goes. Luckily for the players, I'm not in charge of this. They're in the good and capable hands of Inu instead. So that is always great. Anyway, top right side, the Blue Protoss player fighting for Team Prap. It is a classic. And spawning right underneath him, it's a man with a single barracks. The Red Terran player fighting for Shopify Rebellion. Byun. Ooh. So he does have some other structures over here. Seeing him of all sorts of resources and trading goods, I suppose. So they have gone back into the... What's it called? The trading... resource trading? Resource trading? Flat out trading without any currencies in the future. Maybe they just sell the minerals and the gas. Which doesn't make that sense why you need gas for certain things and minerals for another thing, does it? I don't know. Well, let's not think about it too much, because if we do, you know, it might ruin the simplicity of the game. And we won't really gain a benefit out of the whole shebang. So this barracks really is the one thing that Byun is doing for the time being across the map. Nothing too much other than that adapt is not here quite now. The probes will have to be pulled. Let's see how on top of the micro Mr. Classic can be. Zippity zappity. Okay, quite a few probes are being pulled. Some of them already a bit low. One of them died. The rest of them haven't quite yet, and there's the adapt now. So, pretty reasonable bit of micro. For the price of this, Byun, of course, not producing anything with this barracks for a little while. Reaper gets back into the base. Still a couple of probes here with some HP missing. It seems well guarded enough. Second base for Byun. Being brought along. We'll be seeing some other aggression, of course. Most likely either Hellions or Widow Mines. Here with a medevac. Will be Widow Mines. Of course, already a Twilight Council there available, starting up the blink as soon as possible. Trying to be safe for all that sort of Terran shenanigans, of course. There's the first 2 Widow Mines arriving right now. Stalkers, one of them a little bit too far off. They didn't expect the medevac to arrive straight through the center. Nice pull away with the probes, however, does... Well, actually, he does lose 2 for the price of 1. As Byun kind of trying to tempt fate here with this second Widow Mine. Time gets 1 more probe and, well... I guess he gets another probe with the Reaper there. So 4 probes for the price of 2 Widow Mines and a Reaper. 5 probes in total. Making it alright. Especially with the medevac surviving here, of course. Byun Physics Classic are 34-19 in matches and 107-77 in maps. That is in favor for Byun, I imagine. And that is in 2022. 15-6. Oh, wait. Okay, so in 2022, it is 15-6 to 44-21. Does seem quite heavily favored here in one particular fashion. Thank you, Cynical Death, for those statistics. Liquipedia man coming in to show us all what Liquipedia is great for. A little Raven harassment, definitely already getting quite a bit of success there. But on the other side, there is the Blink Stalkers. They're getting close to that siege tank. Definitely want to take that down. There we go, another siege tank a little bit further away, but maybe too far away. The SCVs may not have been pulled in time with losing that first siege tank. You see maybe a bit too heavy losses being taken there by Byun. Classic still with a formidable Stalker force here. Only a single siege tank is going to go for it. This SCVs are there, and the repair does allow that siege tank to shoot at least 2 more times. Trading a bit more efficiently with that one. Trying to reposition again here. Doesn't quite have the Marine arms to just straight up fight the Stalkers. As Classic here realizes, but a couple of siege tank shots coming clutch from the newly established siege tank on the high ground there. Byun finally kind of truly diminishes the Stalker numbers to a point where it's no longer a real threat. Classic will have to kind of reassess. Probably stop being that aggressive with that bunch of Stalkers. He's gonna add some more units here and there, some Zealots into a War Prism. He's gonna keep the Stalkers probably at the front door. As soon as Byun tries to move out, or head out anyway, that War Prism with the Zealots, I imagine, could be a nice tool for harassment here. Or maybe we're watching something else overall. There is the gateway style being quite heavily played here by Classic, adding in the charge as well. There's 3 more gateways are being produced. Third base for Byun now in production. No third base yet of Classic. He's going to go up to 7 gateways. Draw a bit of attention away from there. Other turrets from the other side, and Zealots in the main base of Byun. Raven still kicking. Doesn't quite get the damage as the War Prism does. It's a bit of a smaller investment anyway, right? War Prism is well, the money for the War Prism and then also the full Zealots. Another siege tank sniped away. Classic. Won't give Byun a moment's rest overall. And Byun, I mean, I think he's okay still, pretty much. I think his army supply is still looking strong. He's got himself... Oh, he's only got himself 1 siege tank. The bio forces have grown to a considerable size. The Marine numbers are truly what you need to fight against Zealot armies. Siege tank is kind of nice against the Stalkers, and so are the Marauders, but the Marines is really what you need against high numbers of Zealots. And the Widowmine is also a very good addition here for Byun. He'll try to take this fight. Well, I guess Classic will try to take this fight, jumping forwards again with those Stalkers, but yeah, just doesn't quite have enough. GG is called, and Byun will take the first game. Byun sticking on his own side of the map this time with the initial barracks. Still kind of doing some scouting with the Marine here instead of a Reaper. And a fairly quick command center as well, right? Not something we see every game anymore here out of players such as Byun. Many other Terrans are following suit kind of in this matchup, where they will try to... you know, just kind of ensure that safety, have that quicker factory, have those quicker units out. Just try to get the aggression going a little bit sooner, but at least be okay against all those harassment units that the Protoss can send at you. Sack Lab could be for the starport here. Could become, well, no. Okay, will be a... Are we going to see a Cyclone here? Switch from the barracks? No? And he gets a probe there. And a scout, of course. Okay, now he moves it over. So it's going to be for the one medevac filled with marines. Okay, okay. And then he's going to put this on the tech lab and make a Raven, maybe? Could be Banshee. Maybe he's going to... Okay, yeah. A Raven. Okay. Well, it's definitely a bit of harassment. It's gonna be tough getting these marines into the Protoss base all unloaded and then chasing marines or the probes without stim. And yeah, especially with those stalkers already aware of their presence, which kind of was the idea there for Classic. And now it is, I don't know what you can really get done with a medevac of marines. With a mine, sure, you know, you still can kind of try to dart in, get it one trying to burrow. Even if they just the probes get pulled, that's still a little bit better, right? Than just the marines getting shot down one by one. So yeah, pulls this back, sends in the Raven instead. Again, a bit more easy to get in there and get some damage done. Bit more survivable, and if you lose it, you don't, you know, well, the Raven, if you lose the Raven, that's bad, but he's gonna shoot in the auto turrets, and if you lose those, it's kind of like, meh, it's alright, we'll get more. Okay, Forge for +1 attack here, full Classic being added as well. Looks like once more, quite adamant about the gateway approach. He's got good vision control here with the watchtowers. Unfortunately, doesn't quite see that Raven, however. Byun knows how to move those units across the map to avoid the vision, except for, well... Did he already see that somehow? Did he just move away from the watchtower the moment... It's like he's cheating, but cheating in a way that's losing him the game. Like, that was so unfortunate. That was so incredibly unfortunate. I'm not sure how much else he could have done. I guess he could have tried starting up another shield battery. Yeah, he's making one. But yeah, that is abysmal. Auto turret harassment going on down there as well. I think the Raven should still be alive. And that's a dead Nexus. It's just a straight up dead Nexus. Byun has the choice now. Does he retreat or does he continue to push? But his marines definitely seem to intend to continue to push here. Does come at a cost of his medevacs as well. Siege tanks, however. He's going to keep sending these marines in, however. Still. Nonetheless. Guess he will just trade him out. Perfectly fine. Sure, he has another army sitting back at home. Let's take a look. There it is. It's gonna be okay against the what? 5 stalkers and 2 zealots coming across the map. Perfectly fine. Oh my goodness, he's getting so much value with this Raven as well. 4 probe kills there on that Raven, and well, more mining time lost. And that doesn't seem like that much, but I mean that every time that happens, it cuts Classic's income by 50% now, doesn't it? It's just halved, straight up halved, because he's only on 2 bases. He's got some long distance mining going on, but that's 1 probe. Oh, 3 probes now. This is an abysmal spot for him. Is there a way out of this? He's gonna try it with a double Nexus. Alright, well, I feel like this approach would require Byun to kind of be passive in a way, or Classic really preoccupying Byun on the other side of the map. In whatever capacity that he can. Because with an investment into the double Nexus here, he was already kind of strapped for army units. It's going to try to, you know, you get these nexus so you can produce more probes more quickly, but that does cost you money still. The game's not like, well, I guess you don't have as many probes as you used to. I'll give you a couple for free. How about that? No, that's not what the game does. It's not what it's about. Here it comes. Alright, 1 sentry available. Can it get a good couple of force shields here? It's going to go for the Guardian Shield instead. And, well, that's probably a good choice, but I'm not sure if that's going to save me. Definitely better than no Guardian Shield, I imagine, but, well, he needed more time. GG is called Byun takes game number 2. Little probe, just checking, right? He's been had before by a proxy barracks. Suddenly having a Reaper in his base. Doesn't want that to happen again. So we see 2 barracks being built by Byun, by the way. 2 barracks, single gas. Is he new or where? Not sure if he is. He's not looked at it yet. He's gonna start off with a Reaper. Are we gonna get double Reaper production here? No. He's not gonna be incredibly committed to the Reaper because he does only have the 1 gas. Is that another barracks? It's going 3 racks straight away. Reactor on that one. Alright. We realized, you know what, 1 medevac full of boys didn't quite work the previous time, but if I had 2 medevacs full of boys, that would have been a whole different ballgame. And it could be right. Could be right. We'll see. Reaper comes in. Has a little bit of a look-see. Notices, well, there's an adept there at the appropriate time when you would expect it. Of course, that's not gonna have any good Reaper. A proper trained Reaper turned back and turned tail. Try his best to figure out exactly what kind of attack route Classic is going for. Did not see a lot. Did not see a lot. Well, it's not like it can really change much for his build now. He's pretty committed to the triple barracks here. It's gonna be a boatload of boys. And, well, I guess one of the bigger things here is that Classic has avoided doing any form of scouting so far in this game. He's got himself 3 adepts. Yeah, he's keeping them all at home in order to deny any form of scouting, I suppose, and any form of harassment. He's desperate to stop that harassment from dealing real damage to them. That's actually what might kill him. Keeping all these units back at home. It's completely blindsided him from, well, what is about to hit him in the face. This is a brutal attack, but a swift and hopefully not too painful death. As Byun will just kind of run in here. Start slamming down Justice. Terran Justice. You know Terrans. They make up their own justice. And, well, that's GG. 3-0.